the channel for games, guides, and glitches. If you're a developer or publisher, feel free to contact me at the email, and to my regular viewers, please remember to subscribe, it really helps me out. Sunfall here for a guide for Cocoon. So we want to push A to begin the game, and if you hit start you can go into the settings and change a few things like the brightness and stuff, but I'm not going to do any of that. We're just going to go ahead and go straight into it. So once we're able to move our character, we want to head straight down and to the left slightly. You'll see some stairs, and then we want to go down again, and just near this is a button, push A on it, and this will make some stairs right here. Then we can just follow the pathway. Can't really go any other way. And hit the button here to open this gate. And then when we come in here, there'll be a lever basically. We just have to pull this to the other side, and then we'll have another pathway to continue. Once you get to the end, just release it, and then we can climb on here, hit this switch, and then we can go up these and onto this platform, then hit the switch here. And then once it gets to the end, we want to hit the switch again and head downwards so we can get off right here. And this way we can get on the other platform. So hit the switch and then we can go across. We want to hold A here so that way we can go up. And then we can go up and to the left. So right here will be 3 little switch things. We have to run in all of them. The rest of them will have an order, and I'll be using from left to right for that order. So left being 1 and all the way to the right being 5. I'll even have them on screen so you can see it that way. But for now we're dealing with this guy. He will be the boss of this orange orb. So we've got a slight puzzle to do. So put the orb in this thing here, and this will make these platforms able to be walked on. And we want to go up these stairs and hit the switch on the sliding elevator. This will take us back to the orb, which we want to collect. And then we can hit that switch on the elevator again, skipping the platforms. So we want to go down and then up these 2 sets of stairs into the left and push A, and that'll put the orb into this tunnel, and then we just have to wait for the exit to open. Then we can go up the stairs and collect it from where it dropped out. Then we can head to the left and up the stairs, and then to the right and up the 2 pairs of stairs to the tube that's here, and we can put it in there and quickly race to this button and stand on it. Once it passes through, you want to race to the next button, which is right here. And then once that happens, you want to race down these stairs to the next button. And that's the one we passed earlier. And once you've done that, you can head this way, because the platform will appear that we can cross and collect this. So we want to go to the left here and place in the orb. This will move the structure here. It can't go all the way right, so when it goes as far as you think is good enough, release it. And then we just have to match up with the left one, which won't take much, and then release it. Once they're both matched up, you can walk through like so. And then we can use this jump pad to jump up to the next area. Put the orange orb in this elevator. If you take it out, the elevator will go back up, down, so leave it in for now. And with this, we want the code 25413. So that's 25413, as you can see on the screen as well. This will release a little light friend, I guess, security system. He's crystallized though, so we do have to release him. By standing where I am and holding A, this will release him. And he basically lowers these platforms here and will be the one helping us with any progression blocks. So grab the orb so it can be lowered and we can head down and then place it in this section here. Once it lets us grab the orb and place it in the middle. Then hold A on the picture of from the water, and this will teleport us back to this area where we can use the robot to lower this barricade. The second use of the robots, and this is their final use, is to use them on a structure where they disappear for good. This is needed for progression, so they'll go into this structure and you need to stand in the middle of the circle to activate it. Once it's activated, we just have to head up and follow the pathway a little bit. We do need to head mainly left though, because we do need to interact with something. So once you see the downward here, head left and then up. And right here we need to grab this with A and drag it down. This will be the way we cross the bridge, just down here. It is a very slow thing. I wish it had been a little bit faster. But once we've got it close enough, we can release it and then we can cross. Use the jump pad and then interact with, I'm going to call it a fishing lure. It'll lift us up and then we can just drop. Then we can head to the left and we're going to get our first person released. So hold A on this and this will release that person, getting us an achievement. Released a moon ancestor. I couldn't remember what they were called, so yeah. That's our first moon ancestor. There's 11 in total, so we want to cross here for the boss fight. Now the boss fight isn't too difficult. Basically there'll be these grounded bombs we have to stomp out like so. And then once we do that we hit A and that'll damage the boss. We just have to avoid their attacks. The best way I found for that is just to run around the edge of the map like so. The boss does have a second phase though, so you'll need to be careful. If the boss does get you, he'll throw you out of the ring. This is part of the first stage. When those things fly out, just push A when they land on you and that will destroy them. This will be the second stage. This is when spikes show up, and basically they'll move in one direction and then go in the opposite direction. That's how you can work out which way to go, and we just have to survive them until the bomb shows up, grab the bomb and then use it on the boss to finish them. You can see here I had to wait, but with the last bomb the boss is done. Once this opens we can hold A and this will teleport us back to the orange orb, and then it will activate its power. So now we can go to the right here, and it will reveal platforms we couldn't see before. Now you can take either left or right. I'm just going to go left because it's easier for you guys to see me. We will get an achievement for beating the boss as well. So you want to put the orb in this stationary spot and then take this and move it all the way to the right. Then we can pick up the orb and we can go to the button. Hit this button 3 times. And then we want to place it back into the stationary spot and then pull the lever. We want to follow this across and to the right here to this button. Hit this button and then just wait till it's decolored. It's hard to tell, but it is currently green. See, it goes red, then hit it again and race this way and head down and try and catch the platform. Then we can head over and use the jump pad. This will land us on this platform here and we just have to follow it to get out. So we want to go over here to this platform and place the orb here and hit the switch. This platform won't go back if we take out the orb, so take out the orb and place it over here. And then we can head down. So here we're going to have a bit of a timed interaction. I wouldn't really call it a puzzle because it's just interacting. Pull this guy up this way and we're going to get him close to the second guy. Basically we have to get both of them on the buttons at the same time and then hit the switch that appears, which is right in front of the door. So we can release him now and then grab the other one while he's backing up. Once he gets about here, let go and then you should be able to hit A and that'll allow you inside. So we're introduced to the next boss. Every time we get an orb with an orb color, we will be shown the next boss we have to beat. So now we can leave with that orb. Place it into the slot and then go and retrieve the orange orb and then hit the button so we can travel back with both orbs. Now we can place them both in the slots right here. Then we can place the orange orb into this slot here and then grab the green orb and hold A to go inside the orange orb. Then we can head to the left, place the green orb here and then hit the button so we can go across. This will be the second code area, so it will be 51423. That's 51423. And then we just have to wait for the little robot to come again. Hit A to go across the field again. And then we can grab the green orb and head back by holding A on this pad. Then we can swap it out with A and interact with the image. I kept hitting A because I was trying to teleport inside, but I was too close to the orb, so I kept grabbing it. place the orb onto this pad and it will start to go across. Activate this pad and then go over here. Then we want to follow the pathway, except here we want to turn left. There's a little secret descendant that we have to release. So hold A here. And we'll get another achievement for releasing another descendant. Now we can follow the pathway the way we're meant to. So for this part we're going to get caught with the robot, we can't help it. Those things will crystallize them. Place the orb here and then retrieve our crystallized robot. Now we can place the orb so that the crystallization bad guy, whatever you want to call it, goes past like so, and we can continue on. We want to head down and to the right. So for this one, it will be a timed one. We've got to place the orb in, then teleport away. So place the orb in and teleport away by holding A here. And then we wait. As you can see, the crystallization just went past. Hold A to head back into the world. And you'll see it's past us to the left there. So once we pick this up, it'll head back right. So just make sure you're not there. Put the robot into the machine. And then we can go into the circle to activate the door. So we want to head straight. And we'll see a switch. You want to hit that switch 3 times. Then we want to follow its pathway because it's going to take us to another descendant that we need to release. Once we get that, we can head back. Hit it again 3 times this switch. Then follow the pathway across. Place the orb in here and wait for it to get to the end and grab it and run through. And then on the right here we can place the orb in again. Then we can grab the orb. We want to hold A here. Place the orb. Go back in the green mode. Go through the area there, then we can go back up, grab the orange orb and head back into the world. And then we can go across and put the orb in the placeholder and then grab the lever, and we can take the lever all the way to the other side of where it started. Then we can pick up the orb and we can go to the wrong way. We can go this way. I always go the wrong way on that one. I don't know why. And we can go up and past the statue or figure, depending on what you want to call it. And you'll see the jump pad. So we can take that down there. And then we can activate the teleport pad and place the orb in the platform station there where the platform will appear. And we'll have the next boss fight. So with this boss fight, we're going to pick up the red plant, I guess you call it, pull it out, and this will lift us up in the air. Then you've got to basically take the protection off the boss and hit them with it. So for the first section, when we do that, we need to make the boss actually hit the colored one, so that way it'll go hollow like so, and this will allow you to grab it. In my case, it was the second one I chose. It does have a faint glow, but you don't see it straight away. So when you pick up your first one, the boss is going to fire some missile projectiles at you. So the best thing to do is hug the wall, and then just run in the opposite direction to them. And then you can return to his belly. Once you get rid of the protection, you can drop the bomb on him. The second time you do it, there'll be 2 projectiles. And then the third time you do it, there'll be a shump kind of projectile sent at you, which gives a few projectiles. As you can see here, this is the glowing one, and sometimes even if he shoots straight for it, he'll still miss. So you just gotta stand around it until he aims, like so, and then you can pull it out. Again, this time there'll be 2 of these projectiles sent at us, with I think about 3 or 4 in each. This is when we get to the second wave. The second wave will have walls with one spot where the projectile will appear, and we've just basically got to dodge his attack and let him destroy the walls in order for us to cross around. And then once we get the chance, we can pick it up, and this is when you'll get the shump-like projectiles that I mentioned. So the best thing I found for these was to hug the wall and wait. Once they're fired, then we can try and avoid them in the gaps. And failing that, as I successfully do it the first 2, the third and fourth, these last 2, I'm actually avoiding the bullets themselves. And once you do that, you just have to get rid of his protection and throw it in, and you're done with that boss. If you do happen to get hit, you just have to go through it again. Thankfully, this boss doesn't throw you out of the arena, I don't think. Now we'll unlock the green orb power. So we can go up here and push A. This will make it solid and lift us up. And that's basically what we have to do. So here we have to make it unsolid, and then we can go to this solid one and do the same, and that'll drop us down. Then we can hit A here to go across and put the orb in this, which will raise it up. So we can go across again once we've grabbed the orb, and at this point here you want to hit it again and again, and this will put us down to the person we have to freeze, so just push A in the middle. The Moon Ancestor, I always forget what they're called. But that's another one released. So you want to push A here. This will allow us to drop the orb here, and then once this like gas cloud gets to its point here, pick it up and quickly interact with this, stopping it from moving, turning it solid. And then we want to head down here, and once we hit A on this, we want to race to the cloud and get it to lift ourselves up onto this platform here. Then we can go up again and around and up further. So with this one we want to go up and to the right, and then use A here to get to the platform with the switch. Hit the switch, and then we can go back, and then here we want to activate the gas cloud, And then we can go back down and around and activate the platform from this side. You only hit it once, but I accidentally hit it again, so just hit it again to get back to the middle if you do that. And then we can hit it to go up. And then we can use the jump pad. Put the orb in the socket. And then we can put the orb into the center and go inside. Collect the orange orb and leave. Swap out the orange orb with the green orb and enter the orange orb. Place the green orb in the placeholder there, and then we can leave. Grab the orange orb and go across, and then we can put it into this opener. Then we can place it inside, and this time we can get the green one out. And then we can go to the right here, use the green thing to raise up, and then hit the switch, then raise down. And then we want to put both the orbs. So the first one in the placeholder like so, and then go and grab the other one and hit the switch. I recommend swapping them over because the green one will need to go into this floor activator, I guess you'd call it, and we need the red one. Coming up, we're going to have our third code. Again, I'm using the left to right system, so it'll be 24315. That's 24315. Once you do that, the robot will appear right here. We can just head down this way. Put the orb in the slot and then go grab the other one. Hit the switch and we can go across. So here we want to put both orbs in the activator. Then we can grab the green orb and the red orb and go inside the green orb. And now we can head to the right. I had mistakenly gone straight. We want to go up here and follow this pathway down, and he will take down this, and then we can follow this pathway downwards and to the right. Activate the pad here and then keep going. Then we want to go up and take this down and use the jump pad when we get the chance. We're going to have to get this guy crystallized for this part, but it's okay because we'll get him uncrystallized in a minute. So we've got to look to make sure that he's in position. Once he's in position, use the jump pad and push A. This will drop it into the chute, and then we can race to where he's crystallized. Hold A to unlock him, and this will give us just enough time to go back in between these two, and then you just want to follow as they're moving along. And then slip in the side here when you get the chance. Then we go up here and he'll take down this. And then we can go to the left and use the hover thing once we click the switch. And this will take us to where the orange orb is. And then we can hit the switch again with the orange orb now in our hands to continue along. And we want to head down this way. We want to go left, not right. And then up. And then right, not straight. And then left. Take down this, and then we can use the jump pad. And this will take us to an area that will be more or less the main area for the green section. So activate the teleporter and then place the orange orb here. So we need to activate the guy first, but don't let him eat the robot. Once he's activated like so, stand on the jump pad, and as soon as you see him, hold A. And this will allow you to go over him before he has a chance to return, because he cycles like that. And if done correctly, you'll take the robot with you. We can take it into the object there, and then we can wait in the circle so we can head inside the door. Stairs will appear, and we can head up. And this is the next orb that we're planning to get with the next boss. This boss is a bit of a pain when we do get up to him. So now we want to grab the orb and head down, and we've got the purple orb now, so that's great. And you'll see we can continue back the way we came. We want to head into the teleporter with the purple orb. Place the purple orb here, and we'll go and retrieve the orange orb. Now we can switch out the green orb with the purple orb, and then the orange orb with the green orb. Head inside the purple orb, and this is a new area that we can go into. So you want to head down this way and place the orange orb into the tube, and then we can follow it back up and through here. And there's a platform right here that will appear once it goes through the tubes. So we want to go across and then go into the building just here and through to collect the orange orb back. And then we can follow that. You can need to go up or down, it doesn't matter. Both will lead you to the spot, and it's again for this. And then we want to place it in this tube, and then we want to race down this way. As you can see, that platform later will be moved. And we want to pick this up. Then we can place it onto the circle here, which will give us that walking guy. And we want to race down here. He'll follow us, so don't worry about waiting for him, and we can just wait here. Once we're allowed to hit the button, and then we can head off this way. Don't grab the switch just yet, wait till he's actually on the platform, otherwise you won't get on it. And then grab the switch and pull it across. Once it's at the other side, we can head off this way. He will follow us, so don't worry too much. And then we can wait here. We need to pick the orb back up, so you do have to wait here for it to let us pick it up before proceeding down. So we want to click this and head down. And then we can go this way, activate the teleporter. And then we can drop off the first orb and go and retrieve the green orb. And then we can place the green orb on the left slot and hit the switch. And this will take us to our next destination. These two will fly off with our orbs, so we want to head to the right, up these stairs and to the right again. Don't worry about waiting for them. And we want to wait here because that's where the orange orb will be dropped. Once we pick up the orange orb, a barricade will appear. We want to head downwards and then cross here. Then we want to head to the right and down slightly. You'll see the tube. We want to place the orb inside the tube here. And then we can go up and then down this set of stairs to collect the orb. Then we can activate the robot helper again by putting the orb in here. Again, you don't have to wait for it, so just head straight off. And we want to hit this button just down here. And as soon as he's on it, we can basically get off the button. Then we want to head down this way for another Ancestor. We need the help of the robot to get. So once he's on this button, we can take the orb back, and that will keep him in position. And then we can go over here, wait for the stairs to appear, and then activate the Ancestor. And then we can head back. Don't forget to grab your walking buddy. I did forget, so I have to head back quickly. But at least I remembered right here. Because he's needed for the next part. Put the power cube back in him, and off we go. You want him to set on this button like we did before with the Ancestor. So once he does, take the cube, and then we can push this button here by stepping on it, and then we can head back down and put the power back inside him. So this next part's going to be a bit tricky. We have to get him to help us walk across here, and you want to walk slowly so you don't fall off. Once you've crossed, we just have to get him to cross, and then bring him up this way. We want to wait here because we want to collect the orange orb. And then we can head down. Not that way. Left, and then down, like this. Across this part here, and we want to go down and to the left, and you'll see a tube. Put this in the tube, and then we can go through this way. I always try and go on the orange platforms when I don't have it for some reason. Collect the green orb, then use the green orb there, then use it here, and once the robot's in the one there, use it again to lock him in place, and then go around. And then we want to use it on this one, and we want to wait till the orange one moves over to the other one and use it again. And once he's up, we can use it another time and head to the right. And then once he's up here with us, we can use it again to pull him up. And then we can head down, wait for him to get on this one and use it again. To make the platforming part here a little bit easier, you can swap the green orb and the orange orb, and he will still be powered. Otherwise you have to move slow like so. This way we've got more room to move, and all we have to do is keep an eye on him. And once he's off, we can swap them back, or you don't have to if you don't want to. And then we can place the orb that we took back in the spot that we took it from. This will release the platform, and then we just have to hit the button, and this will activate the next part. And then when we land, the first thing we want to do is grab the orange orb. And we want to head over to the teleporter, and we want to put it on one of the orb spots here, and then head back in and grab the green orb. And then we want to head to the left, where you can see the green mist, and we want to head up, and then back down. Then we want to go to this teleporter, and we want to swap the purple one with the orange, and go into the orange with the green one. Place the green one on the spot here, then leave. Then grab the purple one, swap it with the orange one, and enter. And then head to the right. Put it in the activator here. This will activate the portal, basically. Then we can put the orange one in there, go inside the orange one, and take the green one out. Then we can go upwards to where the green mist is, and we will have another code we need to enter. This time the code will be 14532, so that's 14532. And this time we actually have to go back to get the robot, so head down and follow this way, and go up these stairs, and this will be the spot we can collect him from. So we want to go up and take down this barricade with the robot. Then we want to head back down to where the orange orb is. Swap it with the green orb, head inside. Go over to the robot here and let him crystallize. Head back out. Swap the orange with the green, go into the orange world. Put the green to the left here. Go back out. Grab the orange orb. And now we can head to the next area. So we want to go over here and place it in so that way we can activate. And we want to grab it. Place it down. Go inside. Collect the green orb. Swap them out. Put the orange orb away. Go inside the green orb. And then we can free the robot. Then we can go through here. Take the green orb and take the blockades down. Let the robot activate this thing. And then we have to wait for the platforms to come down. And we will have to place the orange and green on them. So now we just need to retrieve the orange one and place that down on it. Then we just have to wait for them to open the door and let us through. We just want to head straight. You can pick either left or right. I'm going to go left. And then you want to head to the right here and up this stairs where the orange one's heading. To the left will be a platform. You want to hit it when you're able to. And then we want to head down and to the left. On the other side where the green one is, just up here, will be another platform we can hit. So hit that That'll send those two down onto buttons, so we want to head to the middle here, so that way we can cross. And then once we get off here, we want to head to the right. Ignore what they're doing. We've got another Ancestor to go get, so head down and up these stairs to the activator and activate the Ancestor. And then we can head back to where they were. Head up this way and activate that. Once these two get on the platform, we'll be able to head across. This is the boss fight. So this boss fight has a teleporter, and this is why it can be a little bit difficult. And see, we can teleport to the other spot, and you want to do that until this thing appears, and just do that again until the next one appears. It makes you use it a certain amount of times before it appears. So I just mash it. And then again. That'll activate the boss. So you want to sit in the middle like so, because this way you can go either left or right depending on what you need. And as you can see, the boss starts there, and when they circle and get close to you, switch. And when the thing shows up, switch to it. And switch back. Now we can head back to the same position, and once you see the blue glow, get out of the way, because that means he's going to destroy the platforms or teleport away. If he grabs you, he will throw you out of the area and you will have to restart, so you do not want to get grabbed. This time he'll destroy 2 platforms. Once they reappear, we can get back to our position. Once he does this, this is the next wave. These red things will slow you down, so you've got to be careful about where you're actually standing. Gives him more of a shot to get you. He will also destroy platforms, which can be a real nuisance to try and deal with. Once you see the object though, we can quickly hit him. And this time he'll destroy a good chunk of the platforms, so make sure you're using the teleport to stay away. I deliberately stayed on the red one there, so that way he would destroy that one over one where I wasn't moving slow. Then we've got the next phase where he turns into an orb. We just have to avoid him until he's not an orb anymore, and then collect that. Don't hit that when he's in his orb phase, because it would be useless. And then we want to quickly transform and get it. Be careful of him dropping the 3 platforms though. You wouldn't want to get got at that point in time. But with that, we've defeated him. As I said, if he catches you at any point, he'll throw you out, and you'll have to start from scratch. It can be very frustrating for that reason. So hopefully you don't have too much trouble with him. He's the hardest one in my opinion. But now that we've done that, we get the purple power. It's very unique in the fact that all these things around us are purple orbs, and when you take one, it removes the other. So we want to place it in that and go across, and then pick up this one. And as you can see, the platform disappears, but we can then place it in here. And then we can grab this one, which will close the barricade and let us through. Then we can place it here, go through here, grab this one, go across, and place it here so we can go across again. We want to jump on the jump pad. Now we have a new thing to interact with. So we want to go onto this switch, and the way you move it moves the orb robot, I guess you'd call it. And we want to move it down to here and stop it right here. Then we can pick it up, put it on the activator pin here, and then that will lower the platform. Move it onto the platform, and then we can take it off, and then pick it up. This will raise the platform, and then we can continue this way, down these stairs, and then up, ignore those stairs, and down the second set. Continue down and place the purple orb on this, and then once we get on the jump pad, we're going to grab the purple orb from this guy, and that'll throw us into this area. We want to head down as soon as you see the platform, and then up as soon as you see the stairs. Place the thing here, and that will make a platform appear, and then we want to go across the platform. When we head down here, we're going to have another one of those moving orb puzzles. So grab the thing here, and the orb is just underneath us, so you want to walk it all the way to the middle area that you can see there. Just down here. We want it on the left as far as possible, if possible, just to help you out. And then hit this platform, quickly go over and push A to grab the orb, place it here, and we're not done with this guy. We've got to move him to a different location, so get him out of this area first. And then once you get him out of this area, walk into the left slightly and down, and then to the right. And you want to get him to about here. That would be perfect positioning, and then hit this switch. This next bit's a bit about timing. I do get it wrong the first time, just because the timing can be a bit tight, so you want to let the orb guy steal the orb and move away, and if you don't wait long enough, he'll take it again. So I like to wait till he just almost touches the platform, and then hug the left. Seems to get you through. Then we can go across, and when we hit this switch, we want to hit A on this guy here as we're passing by to grab the orb. And then we can place it in the circle here to go through. Again, we got another one that we want to move. He's down on the left there, so we're going to move him to where that floating device is. So to the right here and up. And then we can stop here, hit the switch to lower the platform. Move him onto it. Then we can hit the switch. Now we have to hit the switch twice. So hit the switch once, and then when it allows you to hit it again straight away. Then race up here to this platform. And that'll raise you up into the next area, and we don't have to worry about it being lowered, because that would mess with the next puzzle. So we want to head down and grab the orb from here, and then we can put it in the activator, and then we can go across the bridge. Then we can grab the orb from anywhere and place it in the activator. And then we just have to grab the orb and place it inside the circle, and then go inside the purple orb, where we can retrieve the green and the orange colors. Take them up here and place them in any of the ports there. And then we can grab the purple orb from one of these guys here, and then we can head and put it into the last slot and hit the switch. This will activate another cutscene until we get to our next destination. So once we get here, we can head to the left. I like to do this one first since we don't actually need any orbs with us. And then when we go over here, you'll see the purple thing that we can grab and place in the activator. Then once it lowers, we can grab the purple orb to raise ourselves. And we can head to the right here and down and put it onto this, which will make the robot appear. We want to take him up this way. And then down here. Then we can grab the orb and we can head this way and to the left. Place it on this spot here just so that we can go through. Then grab an orb from here, use the jump pad and then push A to drop it onto him. Then stand next to one of the other orbs, and once he gets onto the button, grab the orb quickly, go through the 2 barricades there before it closes, and then we can head down here and hit the switch. This will activate these stairs, and then we can head back to the robot, place the purple orb inside him, and then he can follow us to the actual location, which is just here. Then you can grab the purple orb, and this will take us back to the starting point. And then once it lets you, you can drop by letting go, and then grab the green orb and head to the right. Use the green orb here to get across. And then we want to drop it into this tunnel and head up these stairs to the left, grab the orb. Then we want to go up. And then we want to go and put the orb in the tunnel here. Follow it. And then we want to go up these stairs to collect it. And then again put it into the robot here. And this time we want the robot to follow us to this jump pad here. And then we can take the orb, put it down this tube, and then hit the switch to throw the robot down there. Then we can head down, grab the orb, place it on the robot, have the robot follow us to the spot here. Then we have to grab the orb from the robot and very carefully activate it and not put it in the robot. Then put it in the robot so he follows us and get him to stand on this switch. Then we can grab the green orb, we can activate it, go down the stairs and cross the bridge. And then we can put the orb back into the robot and then have him follow us to this spot here. Make sure he's in it. I took it out when he wasn't in it. Then take it out and activate it to lift him up, then place it on him, and then we can take him to this location. And when it allows us, we can grab the green orb and teleport back again to the start location. I say teleport, but it's more like a travel. Once it allows us to drop, we can drop. And then we can grab the orange orb and head to the left. Follow this part here until we get to a switch. Hit the switch 3 times. And then we can go to the left and hit the jump pad. And then the second jump pad. This will throw us down. And then there's a switch here we can hit. This will lower us. And from here we want to head down to the pipe right here and through it. And from here we want to head down and to the left. And you'll see a switch. We can put the orb in. This will activate these stairs. We can go up and activate another Ancestor. Then we can grab the orb, head back up. And this time we want to head upwards and to the right slightly to activate the robot here. And then we want to have him follow us up these stairs. It can be a little bit finicky, so I like to stand in front of the stairs just to make sure that he's in the position to come up the stairs. I've had him get stuck behind them a few times. And then we want to go across with him very carefully so we don't fall off. And once he's positioned about here, grab the orb and then quickly head through the barricades. Hit the switch to lower the platform. And then we can go and retrieve our buddy. Put the orb in the robot and have him follow us up these stairs. And onto this here. Then we can grab the orange orb when it lets us, and that will return us again to the area. So you see the circle, we want to stand at the part that's right here. This will, once this is done, activate a lever we can pull, and we want to take that all the way to the other side. And as you can see, this will activate a pad. So we can go onto that and activate it. So take us to a new area with the white orb. And as you can see, another boss. So then we can grab the white orb and we can head down to the right, and you want to follow this way. You'll see the jump pad in the distance there. You want to use that, and then we'll have another jump pad, and that will throw us across as well. And then we want to head down. And we'll have another code. The code, again from left to right, is 51423. Place the orb there before you do it. Now it's hard to see them, I can tell, but that's 5, 1, 4, 2, 3. Now where we place the orb is where the robot will appear in the crystallization. So we just have to wait here so we can free him, and then retrieve the orb and head back. This is where you, if you need to, you can adjust the brightness in the settings so you can see a bit better. But once we've done that, we can activate this plot here. And then we can activate this here and go inside the white world. we want to head upwards with the robot, and we're going to have our boss pretty early. So once he's inside, head to the circle, and then we can head into the area. I'm gonna head to the right and use the switch there. And then we want to activate that switch and go across. Once we go across, we're in the boss area. So we're going to be shot into the boss battle zone, I guess. So we just have to wait for this cutscene. Grab the purple, grab the yellow orb. Do not know why I said purple. And then we just have to wait for them to basically activate everything. So while we're waiting, the boss will require us to take out their legs by taking out crystals. So as you can see, these crystals here are practice ones. So we can only fly when we're in the circles, and if we're on the grass it'll be slow. So we need to take out all 4 of these circles, and as you can see, when I land it moves you quite slow, so you do not really want to be on the reddish pinkish area. You want to try and stay in the circles. So what the boss will do is he will do a shockwave, and he'll also do a slam attack. The slam attack will destroy these circles. The shockwave, the only way to get over it is to fly over it. And you've got to be careful of his legs because you can fly into them and get stuck. So once you've activated him by flying into him, he will defrost, and then we can do the first thing, which is going to the yellow spots where he will attack. It'll crystallize his leg, and then we can do the next wave. He gets faster each wave and creates the shockwaves, as you can see, which I mentioned earlier. So we just want to keep going across like so until we can find the yellow one. It sometimes doesn't appear straight away, and as you can see here, I landed in a spot you don't want to, so you got to be quick. Once you find the yellow one, head straight to it. He will hit it, and then we can move back and then hit it again in its crystallized form. So bring him down to 2, and you want to stay in the further spots for these last couple, especially for the last one, because you can actually avoid the waves altogether. They have a certain distance. And again, once his leg is crystallized, smash into it. Now this is the wave where you really want to hang at the edge, so that way he creates these shock waves with the furthest distance. Every time he attacks, he will create a shockwave during this wave. So we will have to go over the shockwave to hit the crystallization, so just be aware of that. But once you do that, you will defeat him. He is another boss that can throw you out of the area, and you will have to restart, so just be aware of that. But with him defeated, we can go onto the activation pad and leave the world to activate the next power. So the white orb allows us to fire while we're in white circles. So aim it, hold it in with A, and then fire at the black crystals to turn them white. You have to do this for each one. And then we can head this way. And we can fire at this. It's basically a tutorial to teach you how to use the white orb's new power. So you can shoot at the reflective, and the reflective will bounce it back and hit the crystal. So for this one we want to head down to the left, and we want to move the reflective. This way we can hit the reflective and hit the crystal. And then we want to hit the reflective again to move it back. And this time we want to aim at the reflective even though you can't see it. So this way, and fire, and then get on the platform. This will bounce it back and hit the crystal, giving you enough time to get on the platform and to the next area. Then we want to head up this way and place the orb on this, which will begin a cutscene where the bad guy here steals our orbs. Once the white one lowers, we can grab it with A, and this will take us to the next area. And all we have is the white orb now, so we have to earn back our other orbs. Rude. So we want to hit this switch, but not just yet. You want to go up this way first, place it in here, and let it fire off a shot. Then hit the switch and hit it again, and that'll trap the shot in. You want to make sure the crystal is lowered the platform for this next part, so the platform just in front of, up ahead in front of me should be down. Then hit the switch and race to the platform like so, and then we can shoot this to go across again. And we want to go up here and activate this, and basically this next section is a little bit I wouldn't say difficult. It's not difficult because if you fail it'll just let you do it again, but it's a little bit tricky. So we're in the sky and we have to aim at the crystals, and you've got to aim where they're going to, not at them. So for the first one I just stay in the position and aim that way, and for the second one they have a new twist. When you shoot one, it will move and change the directions. And then for the third one, we will be blocked by half a black circle, so we just have to time our shots so that we can get through the black circle but also shoot the crystals. And once we've successfully done that, we have to send a bullet to him that he can actually fire back. I don't think he fires back the first one, it's just everyone preceding that, so it'll be like a game of ping pong where we'll shoot it, he'll shoot it back, you push A to shoot it back to him, and repeat until it gets him. But with that, we'll get one of our orbs back. This is the green one we get back. And then we can use that on this telepad when it appears to head back to another area. So once the white orb goes in, it'll activate the circle. We want to put the green orb in and grab the white orb. We don't want to head inside, but I do, just because I'm trying to memorize a lot and realize, oh yeah, I can't do it here. So head out of the green orb, or if you waited for me, head over to this spot and place the white orb inside. This will shoot bullets into the green orb, which will then go into the world from the teleporter, hitting the crystal just there. And this is how we can get across with the platform. Then we want to use the jump pad. And then we want to activate the teleporter here, and we have to go back inside and change the direction the bullets are firing from. So take the white orb and take it and place it to the left here. And then we can go back inside. It's sadly not quick enough to reach the platform. Then we can go to the left here, and I'm going to show you where to place the orb, but we do need to go actually inside with the orb. So the orb needs to be placed here, and I'll show you. That'll shoot the crystal there. So we want to take the orb, head inside, and this is an ancestor we need to get, and we need the orb for this reason. So this ancestor has a code. We have to shoot the top gem, the bottom gem, the left gem, and the right gem. If you shoot it in that order, then the platform will appear, and we can collect the ancestor once we're on the circle. So now we can go back and place the orb where it was originally. And lucky for me, I got the timing, so I was able to go across straight away. So we want to follow this path to the left and up through here and activate this when we're allowed to. And then we move this with the switch, and that'll start shooting the crystal, making those things form and deform. And from there we can head to the left and go into this, which will raise us up, and then onto the jump pad to go across. And then we can hit the switch to lower it, and then we can grab the green orb. Once we move it, so go head into the green orb and move this with the switch just over one, and then we can leave. Grab the green orb, place it onto the circle here. I didn't mean to hit the switch, I was trying to hit the circle, but I was too eager. Grab the white orb, now hit the switch, go over to the right here and shoot it. Then quickly go into this, and that'll raise us up, and then we can shoot the crystal. This will lower this, and then we can go up here and activate this. This time we need both the green and the white one. The white one needs to be the green one needs to be placed here, and then we can shoot. But before we do all that, we need to go and retrieve the green one, which doesn't take much. You want to head down here and place the white one here, and then we can head over and grab the green. Want to head up and place it in the spot, and then go and retrieve the white one so we can shoot the crystal and start the shooting minigame. I personally found this one the easiest to predict because they move when you shoot, and it made it much easier for me than the one where they're moving constantly. So shoot where they're gonna be, not where they are, and you'll hit them. These ones you have to shoot at an angle, and same goes for here. It can be a little bit harder because we do have the circle, but as long as you take your time with your shots, of course not too much time that you fail, but enough that we can get these shots. then we'll have the boss fight. So this is where I was saying where he will fire back. So once you fire the bullet, be prepared for him to send it back. And once it gets close enough, hit A, and he'll fire it back again, and it'll be faster. Once it's close, hit A, and again he'll fire it back, hit A, and that time you'll get him. He'll give us another orb back. This time it's the orange orb. So once we grab that, we can head to the middle and wait till it allows us to go on the platform. Once the orbs activate the circle, we can place the orange orb inside. Then we can grab the white orb and head inside the orange orb. And then we can shoot the crystal right here. This will make a platform appear. And then we can activate that. Activate the telepad. And then take the white crystal down here and place it on this platform. Then we want to get the green crystal, and we're going to get another Ancestor. Let's grab the green crystal and head inside. Go to the left here and activate the platform, and then up here to activate the second platform. Then we can activate this to get ourselves another Ancestor, and we can head back down to the platform where we place the white orb. Then we want to hit the switch. Once we get off the switch, we want to grab the white orb. Doesn't actually matter which one you grab, I just prefer to grab the white one. And then you can place it onto this spot here and go and retrieve the green orb or the white orb, depending on which one you grabbed. Place it on the other open spot, and this will open a doorway. Wait near the white orb, because when the doorway opens, we need the white orb. Grab the white orb and take it this way. Place it onto this platform here, and then head down these stairs and to the left. There will be a switch we can activate. Activate the switch. And then we can head through that doorway we opened earlier. Leave the green cube alone, we can't take it with us. Head to the left and use the jump pad. Then we can head up to the teleporter, and this will take us to where the white orb is. Grab the white orb and then head up here. We're going to get ourselves another Ancestor, pretty close by to the other one, which is nice. Follow this pathway, and then we can activate the Ancestor here. Head downwards. And to the left. Shoot the crystal. And then we can go through. Follow this pathway until we get to the jump pad, and then use the jump pad. Then we can go up this way, activate the teleport, and then we can place the orb here and collect the green orb. You could put the green orb where the white orb is, because we will be later. but for now I'm going to stash it there. And then we want to head out of the orange world with the white orb. I was trying to remember if I needed it or not. Then we want to place the white orb here, go down and activate this switch. Then we can head back into the orange world, grab the green crystal and place it, and we can cross and head into that void again, and we're going to teleport to where the white orb is again. So head left and use the jump pad, and then head up and teleport out. Grab the crystal and take it down here and shoot the black crystal, and then drop the orb in the circle there, and then head back to where the crystal was and down from there. Hit the switch on your way, because this can save you a little bit of time. And then we want to head into the orange world and grab the green crystal. And then we can place that on the pad here. Then we can grab the orange crystal and we can head down these stairs. Hit the switch to send the green one over, and then up these stairs with the orange one. Place the orange one and grab the green one. Grab the white one. I could have easily swapped them out, but I just did it this way. And then swap out the green one with the orange one and go into the green world. We're going to move the platform so that the bullets shoot, so hit the button once and that will match it up. And we want to head to the left and wait for it so we can go up while holding the orange crystal. Don't get rid of it, so we can go across this platform. Head downwards and to the right, and then hit this switch, and then we can head back. Just missed it. Then we want to swap them out and head inside the world with the green orb. Place the green orb on the right, and then we can go back in, grab the white orb and place it once you're in the orange world with on the left there. Then we can leave, grab the orange orb and head across up here. Place it inside this part to activate the circle. Then place the orange orb in there. Head inside, grab the white orb, leave, head down, and we can shoot the crystal here. We want to place the white orb up here where there's a gun, and then we need to head into the orange world, grab the green crystal and leave, then swap them out and head inside the green world, and then we need to move the spot just once and head back, swap them out, head back into the orange world and place it on the right. Then we can head out, grab the orange orb and head to the right here. Place it onto the thing here and then go into the cloud of smoke. Once it activates, we can go left. activate the button, and then we can go back to where the orange orb was. Grab the orange orb, place it in the circle, grab the white orb, go into the orange world, and then place it on the left. Then we can leave, grab the orange orb, and head up the stairs that we created. From here we can go upwards and follow this pathway. And to the left. We can place the orb in here to get the circle activated. Place the orange orb inside, and then we're going to be getting the other orbs out so that way we can arrange that again. Place the white orb in the shooter basically, and you'll see that shoots off to the left. So we can then take the green one, swap it out with the orange one, and then we can head inside to change the position that it's firing from. We need to hit it twice so we can get it to the side here. Then we can go out, swap them again, go into the orange one, place it to the left, then we can go out. And here's the fun thing we have to do. We actually have to take the white orb, swap it with the orange orb, and then head into the white orb. Then we gotta head down here and through the orange pathway, and then place the orange orb here, and then we can go into the exit here. Grab the white orb, and then we can shoot the crystal here, which will make these stairs appear to the left, and the right, these stairs will be destroyed. Then we can place it here. You need to let it fire 2 shots. And then collect it. Because this will make it so that we can go through, and then make it so that it puts us up. Then we can shoot the crystal. And we can head up here. So this one's a little bit tricky. So what we have to do is go up the stairs and fire backwards. So to the left here, like so. This will hit the mirror and give us enough time to run down, place it here, and hit this. Then the bullet will go through there, pick it up, and quickly run in here. All done correctly, it'll raise up once the bullet hits the spot it's supposed to. Then we can place the orb in here. And this is where we need to pull out all of the orbs. As you can see up here, we'll have the thing. Just wanted to quickly show that. So go into the white world, and then we're going to retrieve the orange orb. I don't know why I do this, but I generally tend to go to the areas and realize, oh yeah, I need the orange orb. Don't ask me why my brain keeps forgetting that. But anyway, collect the orange orb, and then we can head through the exit, and we can swap it out. Place the white orb here, and then we can go inside and get the green orb. Then we can leave and head up the spot here, activate it, activate the button, and then we can place the green and orange orb in the locations here. Just to save a little bit of time, I like to grab the white orb and then swap it with the location of the orange orb. I feel like it saves a little bit of time because you don't have to travel as far, but I mean technically it's the same distance. Place the orange orb, and then that'll activate the crystal, and now we just need the white orb to shoot it. And now we have to play the shooting minigame again. the blast shooting minigame. This time the circle that's blocking us is actually what moves, which makes it a little bit tricky. This is the hardest part because we have to shoot these crystals, and I have a lot of trouble trying to shoot the further distance ones because I can't get the timing down. So hopefully you have better time than me. With the furthest distance one, I was trying to do side shots, but you have to be careful of the other crystals. Eventually I got it instead. As you can see, I would have had it there, but the crystal blocked me. Eventually I got it with a straight shot, so hopefully you're able to do that as well. And again, when we fire, we're going to be playing back and forth, so be ready to hit them because they do get fast. Once you nail it, that'll be the last time. This will give us the purple orb. And then once the bad guy disappears, we will be able to use the activator. Apologies for the brightness, it cannot be helped. Once we use the activator, I recommend pushing start and going into the settings and changing the brightness so that it's lower. I've got it on 10. I had the brightness on the default, but for this particular area it's very bright, so I prefer to turn the brightness down. Place the purple in, and I'll show you. Well, as you can see here, we need the white crystal. So grab the white crystal and then head inside. Shoot this here. And then a platform will appear with 3 spots. So place all 3 crystals by going and retrieving them. And these spots. Where you do put them will determine where they show up in the next area. But we can just move them around if we need to. Hit the switch, and this will take us to the next area. Once the platform lands, we can get off, and then you'll see the crystals placed in different spots. So I'm moving the green crystal to where the white one is, and then I'm taking the orange one after I shoot this crystal, and I'm going to put the orange one on the platform. Then grab the white one and shoot the crystal again to send it across. Place it back, keep the white one there, go and retrieve the orange one. Place it inside like so, and then we can grab the green one and do the same thing, swap it out with the white, shoot the crystal, swap it out again and place it. Then shoot the crystal another time to send it across. grab the green crystal, take it up here and place it inside. Then take the orange crystal and do the same. This will open a doorway into the green crystal world, just like we did with the white world. So then we want to head down here, place the orange crystal, grab the green crystal, and head into the orange crystal, and store it inside. Grab the orange crystal and head into the green world. Head to the left where you can see 2 indentations, and then once the orbs drop, we'll be able to place the orange orb. Then we want to head up this way to this teleport pad and activate it. This will take us into the orange world, grab the green orb, and then use the pad here, which will take us out of the orange world, and place the green orb there. This will make the bridge, and then we can grab the orange orb and head across. Put it into one of these spots here, and go and retrieve the green orb. Place the green orb in and this will activate it. Take the green orb down here, destroy this, and then activate this spot here. Then we can go up, put the green orb into the circle, this one here, and then grab the orange orb and head inside. This will take us to the platform that we just activated, and then we can go up and use the orange orb on this here. Pull it up and around, and then hit the switch here, and then we can head back and use the switch that we used to get in to that world. Grab the green orb. We will be eventually coming back from this way, but we want to head to the left, and we want to go up here and use the jump pad. Then we want to go up to here and use the activation pad. Then we want to head down and use the switch here. This will bring a platform over. Place the green orb on the platform, and then go and hit the switch again to send it over. Then we can use the activation pad here, and that'll take us across to where the green orb is, grab it, and then we can head down. Follow this to the next area, and this will be another code area. This is the last code area, so the code will be 15324, so that's 15324. And right here is where the crystallization robot will appear. Then we can head back. Using the green orb to go across and back to where we were. We can head up. Activate the pad. When we come back, we want to get the robot first and drop the orb right here. Uncrystallize the robot. We'll have to uncrystallize him twice for what we need to do to get an ancestor. So grab the orb, destroy the thing here. And then just up here, it's slightly hidden, is a tube right here. drop the orb inside with A, and then we can head all the way back down. The robot's going to get crystallized again doing this, but we can't be helped, so just wait for it right here, and we'll uncrystallize it. And then we can head into the pad again, and this will teleport us to where the orb is. Grab the orb and head up, and then activate the Ancestor. This is the last Ancestor, so congratulations. And head to the right, and down this little pathway here. Activate the jump pad, and then we can go up, and across here. And we can destroy this barricade. And then we can head down, activate this doorway. Grab the green orb, and then head this way. We want to activate the telepad here. And then we can hit the switch. Then we can head down and into the green world. Get rid of the barricade here. I always get a little bit confused about this spot, because the puzzle is a little bit tricky, but we want to have the robot crystallized, and we want to have the pad moved back to here. Then we can teleport back to the green orb, and then we can pop up. Hit the switch. Head down. Ignore going up. This puzzle just trips me up a little bit. We actually have to go back down. Place the green orb. Go inside the green orb. Then we can go up and retrieve the robot. I always get a little bit confused with this puzzle, so I do apologize for my instructions not being too clear. Grab the crystal. And now we can teleport back to where the orb was. Grab the red orb, orange orb, and then go to the right here to take this down. And then we can go inside. Place it either left or right, it doesn't matter. And then we can leave. Then we can head down. This will close the door. That's how you know we're finished with the area. Then we want to head inside the orange orb and retrieve the green orb. Then we want to place the green orb onto the platform here, and then we're going to go across and bring it with us. Don't get stuck behind the stairs like I did. Grab the green orb, and then we can head up here. Head into the teleporter, and we can place the orb outside now. head back into the purple orb. And then we can go and grab the orange orb, but I forgot to move the platform across. So I have to do that first. So make sure you move the platform across first before you go for the orange orb like I did. Then we can shoot the crystal again to bring it across. And now we can grab the orange orb and go and place it with the green orb. And then we can come back for the white orb. So swap out the white orb, and then the purple with the orange, and then go into the white world with the orange. Then we can head down and place the orange inside the world. And then we can leave. Then we want to grab the purple orb and swap it out with the white orb, and then head inside the purple world. Then we can place the white orb in here. Then we can leave and grab the green world, swap it out with the purple world, head into the green world, and place the purple world inside like so. And then we can leave and grab the green orb. With it all set up now, we can head upwards, put the robot in the machine. Head into the circle. Place the orb into the container, and this will open the door. And then we can head upwards when it lets us. And there'll be a doorway here we have to wait to open, but once it lets us we can go through that. And again we just need to head straight. We'll get to a spiral staircase. And from there we have to go up the spiral staircase. As you can see, here is the colors for the orbs. As we're passing by, this is the spiral staircase, so just follow it upwards. And once we get up to the top, we just have to get on that pad to activate it. We don't need any orbs or anything. And this will take us to the start area. So from here you want to go upwards and up these stairs, and then activate this. And congratulations, we just finished the game and got all the ancestors. And when the credits start rolling, our last achievement pops, which gives us Cosmic Architect for the end to the beginning, or the end is the beginning. And that's your last achievement and your 1000 G. Congratulations. Thank you for watching. Please remember to like and subscribe.